I can show this again, or I'll probably just pull it up between games. I know this is scuffed, but I didn't plan this. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better, bit less scuffed. Still pretty scuffed, but not as scuffed as before. Let's get this underway. First match is Tigreee OSCILLON versus Th0. They're just playing one game, remember. They're just playing one game like this, and then we're getting started on the next one. And we're going to need to keep like a running score of everybody's points, because it's all individual scores. Okay, let's do some predictions, because game to game here we're going to have different predictions. Do we have a chat prediction ready? Can one of the mods throw that in there quickly before OSCILLON scores? Okay, he hasn't scored, it's fine. But I am going to go with Th0 and ExoTiiK for this one. I think they're going to win, and they've scored. I'm right already. I'm a genius. Just too good at this. But yeah, the reason I think they're going to win is because I think that combined they are more high rated. I might be wrong in that, but I think that they're more high rated. I think ExoTiiK might be the highest rated player in this lobby. Might double check that between games. Yeah, I think ExoTiiK and Th0 are going to take this one. They're very sweaty twos players. Actually, so is everybody. Everybody in this lobby, everybody in this entire Showmatch, very sweaty twos players. I want to say thanks, by the way, to Eric Ramgren for the 18-month Prime, Frank UK for the 54-month Tier 1, Squanto668 for the brand new Prime, Jumpy Jason with the 5-month Tier 1. I am doing well. Hopefully you're doing as well. Also, hopefully you're doing as well. Okay, you know what I mean. And Dr. Rushton, thanks for the 30-month Prime. Drelo, thanks for the 15-month Tier 1. Or sorry, yeah, it was 15. And Brecca with the 42-month Tier 1. Actually, so many of you people have subbed before I've even done anything. I have to scroll down here. Ethan Bird 1. Welcome back to 35-month Tier 1. I believe that's everybody, apart from Abdeagle95, who just subbed this very second. Welcome to you also. But if I forgot you, just let me know. So, in other news, aside from the fact that we're testing out a new twos format today, I don't know what to call it, but if you guys have got any ideas, let me know what your wonderful ideas are. But my other news of the day is I just got patched today. I got the update. I have the COVID vaccine, and I'm feeling great. I feel absolutely no side effects. So I don't know if that's still to come or if I'm just very lucky. No headache. Don't even have a sore arm, to be honest. So I got very lucky. Maybe I am the... I know they're not actually doing this before anybody panics, but maybe I'm the... What is it? What's it called when you know that you're in the control group? Maybe I'm the control group. I just got the fake vaccine. That's why I've got no side effects. Oh, what a shot by Tigreee. Yeah, maybe I'm the control group for the actual vaccine. They just wanted to control group me in particular to see if I'm completely full of nonsense. It's called placebo. Yeah, well, that's why they do control groups, isn't it? Because they want to test how many people are actually just lying, or how many people are just getting ruined by their placebo. Imagine if they did a control group full of Rocket League players. They'd all be like, "My vaccine's heavy. I swear you gave me a heavy vaccine." They'd be like, "Bro, it wasn't even a vaccine we gave you. We just gave you some water." Relax. Yeah, I know placebo effect is real. That's why I said them both as different things. You know, some people could be lying, or some people might be just placeboed out of their dish. It's one or the other, or both. Maybe they're placeboed, they feel symptoms, but they don't want to tell anyone, so they lie about they say they don't feel symptoms even though they do. Imagine that, like somebody's actually part of the control group. They don't, and they still feel all of the side effects, even though they didn't get anything. And then they don't tell anyone because they're a liar. That would just be the worst control group participant of all time. Yeah. Get vaccinated, folks. Seeing in the news today that people who have had both vaccines will definitely have easier time traveling internationally. So if you want to go to Rocket League lands when they become a thing again, you'll need to get your double vaccines. Good pass there by ExoTiiK, though. Didn't place it perfectly, but it was a pretty well covered shot regardless. Decent takeoff by Th0 as well, but Tigreee free jumps high. Friend Marcus, thanks for the 15-month tier 1. I really appreciate that. Are you a CJ fan? Why are you calling me John with no H? I am not John like John Sandman with no H. Which vaccine did I get? I got Pfizer. I don't know if they're giving AstraZeneca to people my my age. I'm 30. Do they give AZ to 30s? Yeah, guys, listen. I'm only joking. I know the F's silent. I know it's actually Pfizer. You don't need to tell me that. I'm just messing with you. Dead Monsters joined the match. It would have been hilarious if you just lagged out the lobby. I don't know if that's actually still a thing, but it used to be that when somebody would join a private match, like it could just lag for various people, and the person joining could end up winning the match for someone. I'm doing great though. Thank the Vu. I'm doing brilliant. I've just been updated. I've had the vaccine. I'm now JohnnyBoy_I.2. Yeah, feeling good. Bickle, Nick, thanks for the 17-month prime. Welcome back to the channel, man. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Dead Monster requested to be the first player who got to sit out because he wanted to warm up. He's taking this extremely seriously. And you know that's going to mean one of two things. Either he's going to come out at a level that no one else is ready for. He's been in slow-mo for the past 12 minutes. And everybody else is going to be unable to keep up. Or he's going to come last and then everybody will wonder, well, what was the point of your warm-up? It's always one or the other. It's never in between. How does a microchip feel? You're settled in nicely? Yeah, it's quite nice actually. Like, obviously my arms are humongous, so there's plenty of room in there for a microchip. But yeah, all you guys with small arms, maybe you're feeling it. Maybe it's causing you some discomfort. Alright, what have we got for game 2? It's Tigreee, Th0 versus OSCILLON+DEAD monster. Okay, so I'm going to change this. And I'm going to change this. I also need to keep a running score. My prediction for this one, since I'm 100% in predictions so far, is... yeah, Dead Monster's team's going to win. Dead Monster, OSCILLON are going to take it. Dead Monster's been warming up for this. He's at a level that no one else is ready for. And he's about to dominate. Oh, Th0's lagging. Okay, right, we'll just give it a pause. Yeah, just give me a second. I'm going to write down the scores on a text file, because we're just that prepared for tonight's stream. We are so prepared with the overlays. Absolutely not doing it on the fly, last minute, like usual. That does give you plenty of time to get your prediction in. I imagine they've already been taken. Didn't have a chance to see. There we go. Is that legible? So I've got the scores on how many games they've played there. So it's score or wins, and then games played on the right. I think that should work out quite nicely. And yeah, did Twitch win the last prediction? I didn't get a chance to see it. Did you guys majority win or majority lose in the last one? I think there was a channel points prediction up. If anybody saw it, just let me know. Oh, a Dead Monster. He's definitely been warming up in slow-mo. Look at him go. OSCILLON in off the bar. Easy peasy. It was a 98-2? What, did like 10 people put votes in? Why was it 98%? Seriously? 98% of the channel points were on ExoTiiK and Th0? That's absurd. That's like the most insane odds. I mean, with those odds, I would definitely take their opponents, even though I predicted OSCILLON Th0 to win. I mean, ExoTiiK Th0 to win. I would absolutely take OSCILLON Tigreee with those odds. Oh, they all voted the team that scored first. And yeah, everyone plays with everyone one time, and they play against everybody. I think it's you don't play against everybody 2 times or whatever. I think there's slight variations with that. For example, Tigreee in all 4 of his games will play against THO twice, ExoTiiK twice. Oh no, it does work. He does play against everybody twice. Wait, does this format just work out absolutely perfectly? Have I completely nailed this? I might have completely nailed this. I mean, I'm not sure if I should check it for every other player. OSCILLON plays against THO ExoTiiK, THO Tigreee, Dead Monster Tigreee, ExoTiiK Dead Monster. Oh my days. Boys, we might have actually figured out a proper format here. So, on top of playing with every player in this lobby 1 time each, you're also playing against every other player in the lobby 2 times each. Didn't even realize that going into this. I'll be honest, I didn't even notice that was going to be a factor. The only thing that I tried to do is make sure that everybody gets to play 1 game with each other. But I guess it does make sense. It does make sense. You want me to call it Rubik's 2s? Rubik's 2s, why would it be called Rubik's 2s? is that a thing? Yeah, math equals math, exactly. It does make sense. But I didn't notice that till right now. So that just makes this format even better than we knew. It was already, or we already knew it was really good, but it's even better than what we thought. Each pairing has 3 possible opposition pairings though. Yes, true. However, I might have just gotten extremely lucky. Maybe it doesn't work out. Hold on, let me just check. I would show what I'm looking at on the screen right now, except that it would block the screen, block the gameplay. It definitely works for Tigreee. Tigreee is, at the end of this, going to have played against everybody 2 times each. OSCILLON will have played against THO 2 times. You'll also have played against Tigreee once, ExoTiiK once here. You'll play against ExoTiiK again in the last game. I think it works, boys. I think it actually works. It is crazy. I'll show you at the end. I'll show you at the end. Maybe I can sneak it in between games here. You just can all take a screenshot. The format's too smart for me. It is too smart for me. I just thought of it. It kind of, I don't know. This is how I make formats, guys. Or when I'm trying to come up with formats, I start with an idea and then I see if the idea works. I don't start with a format and then try and make it fit an idea. So the idea was, this 2v2 round robin with 4 players all playing against and with each other 1 time is pretty cool. Would be cool if you could do that with 5. So I just started to throw together a 5-player version. And it seems to work really well, so this is pretty cool. Sorry that I'm not doing a lot of casting, but I'm just thinking very, very hard right now about this format. I'm a bit obsessive with formats. I know not everybody's that interested in it. You have no more brain cells left. You should hear when me and Gibbs talk about formats. Oh my goodness, you guys would get so bored. You guys would get so bored. I love it though. Hey, Swiftly Eagle, thanks for 59-month tier 1. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And yeah, I'm doing good, man. Hopefully you are also. Dead Monster missed 2 games. No, Dead Monster's he's playing in this one. He's playing in this one. He's playing with OSCILLON. He's currently he is currently dead when I switch to his camera there. But yeah, OSCILLON and Dead Monster are taking this at the moment. Tigreee on track for what would be, unfortunately for him, his 2nd loss. I mean, if Tigreee loses every game, I guess that means we're going to have a 4-way tie going into the last game, which would result in there being 2 winners today. Oh, what a pass though. THO really sniped Tigreee here. That's brilliant stuff. Take notes, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you pass in 2s. You just look for your teammate upfield. Teammate rotating back, clear the ball towards him. Don't clear it towards the enemy net. They're expecting you to clear it towards the enemy net. Did I consider the different winner scenarios? Nah, because that doesn't really matter at this stage. You know, when you're coming up with a, you know, the order of a format like this, it doesn't really matter what the winner scenarios are because there's nothing really on the line here. Oh, we've got a tie game though, so there's that to think about. But yeah, when I say there's nothing on the line, I mean like, you know, prize money / qualification to an event or something like that. Obviously, if there was things like this to think about, you'd have to go through every potential winner scenario and see if it works. And then have a plan for a follow-up, because obviously if this is a qualification format, you can't have a two-way tie for first if only one person's qualifying. But if it's two people qualify, oh, hang on. Oh, someone is been dead. He said on your right because he hit the right post. Oh no, OSCILLON, come on man, I said you guys were going to win this. How can you go and ruin my prediction like this? Now OSCILLON's alone in defense. This is terrible. Okay, he's done well. Wait, he's got a chance for redemption. I think he missed again, I'll be honest. I don't think that was going in. He didn't have a lot of boost that time though, so fair play. He really took his time with it, and I believe that he was trying not to hit the ground because that was a 0-second open net, so he's thinking really hard about making sure that the shot crosses the line. He's like, right, let me just get this between the bar and the ground without bouncing. And I've hit the post. That's when the post comes at you. When you least expect it, when you're not even thinking about it. He's OSCILLON here. That's right, OSCILLON used to have two accounts in the top 10. One was called OSCILLON, the other was called OSCILLON. Type 1 in chat if you're a 1v1 fan back in those days. Back when Floris had two accounts in the top 10 as well. Like the top 10 in ones was just two Floris accounts and two OSCILLON accounts. And then I think probably two Scrubkilla accounts at some point. It was just all the same people. What happened to Floris? He just kind of stopped playing Rocket League enough to stay at the highest level. Dead Monster's got a double demo. He's going for a third. Unable to get it, but OSCILLON doesn't need him to get a third. There's the top corner, and there's game 2 for OSCILLON Dead Monster. And that means that OSCILLON gets one on the board out of 2. He's now won half of his games. Dead Monster joins ExoTiiK as the only undefeated player. OSCILLON both on 1-2. Tigreee is 0-2, so the total scores at the moment are on the left-hand side of your screen. I'm going to try and put that in a legible place for you. Right, I've got to change the team names to the next game. Let's see what they're going to be. It's Tigreee ExoTiiK this time versus THO Dead Monster. Alright, let's get it. THO Dead Monster. So Dead Monster could... Well, obviously THO will want to beat Dead Monster later, but right now he's got to win with them. And ExoTiiK could really take a strong lead here by going 2 out of 2 and putting everybody else on a loss, because this would put Dead Monster on a loss if ExoTiiK can do, if he can get this win, and it would also put Tigreee on a win for the first time. It's quite interesting. We're gonna have very, very close ties regardless of the outcome of this game. I suppose it's inevitable in this format that will happen. But get your predictions in right now with your channel points. My personal prediction for this one is... Ooh. See, Tigree's... He's lost both games, but they've been close. They've been close games, so I don't know if that's like too big of a deal. I think ExoTiiK is my favorite to win today. I think he's the favorite to win this whole thing. This little Showmatch format. But Dead Monster is my second favorite player to win, followed by, I think THO OSCILLON are pretty close. Tigreee obviously not having a good start, has to be the underdog at this point. Is it Dead Monster or is it ExoTiiK? I'm going to go ExoTiiK. I think ExoTiiK's going to help Tigreee get his first win here. That is my prediction for the match. But THO and Dead Monster are playing extremely defensively here. Very careful. No lunging challenges yet. THO just pressuring the ball here, grabbing boost, staying relevant. That's another thing that you guys will want to really pay attention to if you're wanting to get better at 2v2. Notice how all these players are pressuring the ball without taking themselves out of the game. You saw Dead Monster do it there, fakes a challenge, doesn't take himself out of the game. You'll rarely see a lunging challenge from anyone at this level unless they're very confident that they can win the ball or if they're very worried about what happens if they don't make a lunging challenge. For example, deadly shot, deadly pass, things like this. Or, you know, getting in the awkward position of being demoed. Speaking of, Tigreee could have been in trouble there, but Th0 rotated out. Dead Monster's shot actually floated towards Tigree's pre-jump. Nice placement by Tigreee in net. And again, he's done well in another 2v1. I really think a demo off the ball there would have been good. Oh, Tigree's at the post. It probably, I think he got bumped into this position to hit the post. It looked like he would have had this, but the defender alongside him didn't give him the angle to shoot. Yeah, when you're seeing teams stack up like this in 2v2 where they're getting close together and faking a lot of challenges, demos do become more common, become more popular. Tigreee again alone at the back, but he's stalling excellently every time. This is good defense by the only German player in the lobby. We do have the, well, every time that OSCILLON or Th0 are on the bench, it's going to be 4 different nationalities playing. Dead Monster from Italy. His 1v1 win the other day against Revzy on my channel and against apparently Jack on apparently Jack's channel helped Italy win the Euro 2020 Grand Final. Lovely pinch center there by Th0. Surprised that ExoTiiK's not ready to charge it down. He was in net, but he side onto the ball, so he didn't have the position to just attack and block the, cut off the angle for the shot. Yeah, you really don't want to give anyone from that range a chance to take a free shot. Dead Monster slots it, making my prediction look pretty silly. I think ExoTiiK and Tigreee haven't had the best synergy so far. I actually really like the way that ExoTiiK played individually earlier on. I like the way Tigreee is playing individually in this game, but they haven't been able to connect passes together. They've not been backing each other up on challenges all that often. It's giving Dead Monster and Th0 a lot of space to play with in the pitch. Let's see if they can connect on this one. Tigreee wants the air dribble up high. It's stopped early. ExoTiiK was actually down the line waiting for a pass that never happened. But he's defended well here. In fact, he's defended very well. Now Tigreee can just shoot this on the first touch. Dead Monster makes a very good save towards Th0, however. Tigreee was making a boost steal at the same time. Oh, what a touch. Don't think Dead Monster was expecting that one, but he's taking his time, staying right on the ball every single play, never giving a free touch to his opponents, making them work for it. Now the clock is not their friend. Dead Monster and Th0 very much in control, and they take a 2-goal lead. They've just completely out-pressured ExoTiiK and Tigreee in this game. This will put Dead Monster as the only undefeated player. Should he be able to win this one? Of course, he's the player besides ExoTiiK who's played the least so far. I just don't think there's going to be any time for ExoTiiK and Tigreee to get anything going. Let's see if they can make it happen. No bump off the ball there. ExoTiiK with a shot like that really needs Tigreee to be bumping the goalkeeper away from him. And they still do have time should they get a goal for a cheeky kickoff strat. You always have to look out for the demo kickoffs when you're playing 2s. ExoTiiK into Tigreee. Love the pass idea, but just a bit too late in the game and a bit too obvious at this stage. Is it going to be another evolution of Rocket League following the flip reset? Well, there has been the double, the triple, the quad reset, you know, there's more resets is the evolution of the flip reset. There you have it. Actually getting a prediction wrong here, so my bad on that. But can't get him all. Dead Monster 2 out of 2. Putting ExoTiiK on the 1 out of 2. And Th0 not doing too badly. He's actually in second place right now with 2 wins out of 3, and poor Tigreee just can't get a win. He's got one more chance, and it's going to be in the very next game. Tigreee has to go again, and he has to get the win. This time he's playing with the only player he hasn't played with yet, the only player who's undefeated. That's Dead Monster. And they're going to be up against OSCILLON and ExoTiiK. Can Tigreee get a win and threaten a tie for last place? Or is this going to be Dead Monster's first loss and Tigreee completely relegated to last place before the final round has even been played? The worst possible outcome. Resilience, thanks for the 10-month prime. Welcome back to the channel. Super cool format. I'm glad you like it. It's a new one, so I didn't really know what to expect from this. But I'm enjoying it so far. Just sitting back and kind of, you know, taking a break from the play-by-play casting for the most part, just to really try and pay attention to what's going on here. Does this format make sense? Looking at scores, I mean, the potential things that we can go into the last round with here. Dead Monster could be 3 out of 3, which would be devastating for the rest of the lobby. Tho would be 2 out of 3 with only one more round to play. But that final round does have Tho and Dead Monster on opposite teams, so there is always a chance for Tho to tie Dead Monster, even if Dead Monster wins this one. But OSCILLON and ExoTiiK being forced to 1 and 3 would be a confirmed top 2, or a confirmed first or first equal for Dead Monster. Dead Monster can win just this game. He's confirmed first or first equal with Tho, depending on the outcome of the last game. And we could always have ties for fourth. You know, Tigreee is not stuck in last yet. If him and Dead Monster can win this one, which, by the way, I don't think they will. I think that OSCILLON and ExoTiiK will prove to be too much for them. We'll have to find out. But if Tigreee can get a win here with Dead Monster, which is looking pretty good right now, because that is a brilliant mind game by Tigreee. And of course, OSCILLON and ExoTiiK are playing against each other in the last round, so it would be guaranteed fourth equal for Tigreee. All he needs is to win here, and he's guaranteed fourth equal. You think OSCILLON's choking? He does that quick chat, then he loses? Well, actually, the last time he did that quick chat, that at least that I saw, did he do it in the last game? I don't think he did. But the last time I saw him do this quick chat was when he hit the post, wasn't it? On the open net on 0 seconds, and then they did go on to win that game, if I recall. I believe. Chance for OSCILLON and ExoTiiK to redeem themselves again. No focus on passing, and that's, you know, not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of passes in 2s are risky, especially in close quarters. My favorite 2v2 passes are always the counter-attacking passes. Defensive passing in 2s, I believe, is the safest way to do it. Centering the ball in offense is actually extremely risky in a lot of situations. But maybe it's just me. I've been playing a bit of 2s the past few days. I'm low Grand Champ 1 and 2s. I think I'm like Grand Champ 1, Div 2, something like that. Just absolutely scraping into GC. Oh, ExoTiiK thought about that when he got it. But right now, the thing I'm noticing in rank 2s all the time is that everybody just tries to do air dribbles, and they're all terrible at it. What is the obsession right now in ranked with air dribbling? Is it just me, or is there an obsession with air dribbling in ranked? I've seen so many air dribbles be attempted. I played some 2s today. I probably played like 10 games or something. I think I went around about 50-50 wins-loss. I saw multiple air dribbles being attempted every game, and I'm pretty sure I saw 0 air dribble goals. Like, straight up, no air dribble goals on dozens of attempts. What are people doing? Like, you want to learn how to air dribble, go free play. Stop practicing your air dribbles in rank 2s. And if you guys in chat are doing that, please stop. You're all terrible. Oh, what a save. Nearly by Tigreee. Well, it's just not his day. That sums up his day, or at least this show match pretty well, actually. Close, but not close enough. Archie asking what's the format. So the format, Archie, is there's 5 players. We're doing round robin 2, so you play one time with everybody as a teammate. So you play with all the other players one time each. And it also works out that you play against everybody else in the lobby 2 times each. And at the end of it all, after 5 games, there may be a unique winner. It could be a tie for first. It could be a tie for last. It could be a unique loser. We'll find out. I haven't really figured out all of the formats yet. OSCILLON with the air dribble there, just to show that they can be effective at high level. Oh dear, ExoTiiK is not happy right now. Wave dash has gone wrong. Oh, good job not ungling though. How did I find these players? I messaged them on my friends list. Yeah, Archie, Tigreee's lost 3 games so far that he's played. He's played 3 games, lost 3. And yeah, that little score on the left, it's wins on the left, and then how many games played on the right. So Dead Monster's undefeated, but he's about to be defeated unless they can make a miracle comeback here. Yeah, to find players, I just messaged a few people. I messaged Dead Monster, OSCILLON+, ExoTiiK asked if they wanted to play this. They all said yeah, and then I think OSCILLON said can THO play, and he also found Tigreee. So it's usually how it goes. I'll just like grab a player and then see if between us we can get a lobby full of pros or high-level players. In this case, all pros of varying levels of experience. Okay, so I believe that I am 3 out of 4 for predictions here. There's just no way that Dead Monster and Tigreee can piece it together at the end here. ExoTiiK and OSCILLON have been too much for them, and that will confirm, or at least a chance for them to still come out victorious today. ExoTiiK and OSCILLON keeping themselves in the running. We're going to have a massive tie actually going into this last game. It's Tigreee with the GGs. Anybody who's just watching a 2s like round robin format like this for the first time, and you're wondering to yourself, how do you lose every game? Well, trust me, as someone who's done these a lot in the past, it can happen. It does happen. A fair bit actually. So it's not completely out of the ordinary. Oh, that's a 3. It's supposed to be a 2. Now look at those scores, guys. Look at those scores. It's perfectly balanced, as all things should be. The last game, OSCILLON will play with the only player he is yet to play with, and it is his countryman THO. And Dead is going to try and overcome the Dutch alliance with his Mediterranean brother, ExoTiiK. Who do you guys have winning this? This is it's a tough one to call, I'll be honest. It's a really tough one to call. It's OSCILLON THO versus ExoTiiK Dead Monster. Netherlands versus for Italy. Itans. Whichever one of those you prefer. Are we having a 1v1 for the tie? Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. I wonder, would they 1v1 for the tie? OSCILLON THO, they probably would. I think there's definitely enough ego there, enough of a rivalry to 1v1 for the tie. ExoTiiK Dead Monster. Well, I rate ExoTiiK's 1v1 play when I've seen him, so I think that would be a good game as well. I haven't seen him play ones in ages though, so not sure if he'd want to take on Dead Monster, because Dead Monster is definitely in great ones form recently. 1v1 for the tie would be pretty cool though, I'm not gonna lie. But it would have to be best of 1. It would have to be. Is it possible to have a 3-way tie in this format? Is it even possible? Is it possible to have a 4-way tie? These are the important questions. I honestly don't know. Haven't done the theory on this. But depending on the answer to that question, this format might be even better than we currently think it is. Yeah, GG Tigreee, thanks for playing, man. It happens. It happens a lot. Whenever I do these round robin 2s matches, it always happens to someone. There's always someone who just can't get the games going in their favor. It was kind of unfortunate that the way that I ordered the matches, all of yours were first. You just didn't get that break to refresh, to restart. After getting the initial 2 losses, the games just kept on coming. That's just the luck of the draw. Could you get 1 out of 5? So that's not possible. You can't have 5 people, first of all, playing 5 times each in this format. Everybody only plays 4 times. But you also can't have 5 players going 1 win and 4 losses, because who would be getting the wins in that case? Like, would they all just like queue up in the same team and lose to no one? Like, there needs to be the same amount of wins as losses. Just some quick math for you there. Yeah, I think Dead Monster OSCILLON or Dead Monster ExoTiiK get the comeback win. I'm gonna be bold. Oh, there it is. That's why you gotta be bold. Wow. What a payback for that prediction. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. That's, if I was gambling right now, that's the moment right there when you just take your money and leave. It's the only time you win. Never mind, we've lost. That's why you go when you get the big win. That's why you go. If you stay, you're gonna lose everything you've just won and more. I mean, that right there is the problem with all of the gambling streams on Twitch. We just saw it. We gambled, we made a big prediction, it paid off immediately, but then we stayed in the game and we lost it. It just straight away, the very next roll, it's all gone. And now it's probably going to finish off. I mean, if we get more goals for Th0 and Dead Monster, Th0 and OSCILLON would be the perfect analogy, but we're in fact going to get an equalizer, so I guess we'll have to settle for a close game. Oh, it's really going back and forth here. Oh! OSCILLON drops the oops. And he's not wrong. ExoTiiK really beat this one. I don't know what possessed him to just keep on inching forward. He must have really thought Th0 was going to shoot this bottom right. But I'll be honest with you, I didn't think he was going to shoot it. I was on ExoTiiK's POV. It's obviously much easier to spot things like this when you're watching, not when, compared to when you're actually playing the game. But that really looked like a mind game to me. I'll be honest, that really looked like a mind game. Look at Dead Monster though. Oh! Oh, what game! Immediate redemption. Dead Monster. Really popping off here. Shame he didn't score, it would have looked great. Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of the cheeky kickoff strats in twos. I'm surprised. We'll need to get a couple of Middle East players in the next lobby we do this. That'll really make the kickoffs explosive. We'll just get like 2 Middle East players, 2 Spanish players, and then one, you know, what player, what nationality would we want to throw into the Lion's Den? Imagine playing in a twos lobby with like, just like Khaled, TRK, and then like CRR Th0. Like, it sounds like a nightmare. Sounds like the hardest lobby, the most sweaty lobby of all time. Just throw in Monkeyman and see how he deals with it, because he's the best twos player in the world right now. See how he handles it. So I mean, if somebody could do it, it'd probably be Monkeyman. Or yeah, or Itachi. Itachi's pretty good. Pretty good at twos, last time we saw. Yeah, right now, I don't know if any of the players have my stream on. I don't know if they are aware of the idea to 1v1 for the decider. Look at Dead Monster. Look at the plays off the ball. Insane. Bit of a misplay there by OSCILLON and Th0, however. There's 2 things going on there. You might look at what OSCILLON's doing and think, well, that was stupid. He just took the ball away from his teammate. But really, the way that I see that is Th0 is the one who's moving into a position he shouldn't really be in. OSCILLON's already got ball pressure. Th0 is the only player on his team in that position who can actually cover the goal. So usually it's his job to do that. If your teammate's got ball pressure, even if they're on the opposite side of the ball, just let him pressure the ball. Just defend the net or defend the pass. Just take the second option. You can't be diving into the same position your teammate's already in. Well, like, you know, pro players break these rules all the time. These are kind of rules if you're playing ranked and you're a lower than pro level player. Oh my goodness, what's a flick? Dead Monster. He really is popping off in this game. I mean, the setup for that is just ridiculous. He's spun around. He's completely under the ball, leans forward to give himself more of an angle for the flick, and somehow still has his backflip left. Look at ExoTiiK, by the way, reading the demo kickoff there. That's huge. He must have either seen it coming or predicted that they would do something like this with only 40 seconds left on the clock. And it's desperation times for OSCILLON and Th0. Netherlands about to take another unfortunate loss in the grand final. Not at the hands of a full French roster this time, although it was earlier today. Was it today? I think it was. Didn't actually watch IW, I saw the results though. Good save. ExoTiiK confirms it. And that's game. OSCILLON's out of here. That was out of here as well. They've had enough. he says GG's in the party chat though. Just to let us know. Oh, that's hilarious. For Italy are just too good. I mean, Italy are just catching so many dubs these days. They win Eurovision, winning Euros. Now they're winning the 2v2 Showmatch extraordinaire. And France, obviously, forever the dominant country in competitive Rocket League. So the final scores are ExoTiiK and Dead Monster. Look how scripted this is, by the way. Look how scripted this is. I don't even need to change the order of my impromptu leaderboard for it to show first to last. How scripted is that? Dead Monster and ExoTiiK tie for first place. OSCILLON and THO tied for third. Tigreee takes fifth. You want the 1v1? I don't know. Dead Monster... They want you to play a 1v1 against ExoTiiK for the tie break. I don't know how you feel about that. You're more than welcome to run straight to the bank with the win. The tie win. It would be weird to do like a best of 3 or a best of 5 tiebreaker for a 5-game set. If you're doing a set of 5 games, the tiebreaker should be 1 game, not another 5 games. Imagine, you're like, oh no, I could have just taken first place if I won that last game, and now I've got to play 5 more games. That'd be brutal. Okay, let's run it. So it's going to be ExoTiiK Dead Monster for the tie break. Winner takes all. We didn't do the THO versus OSCILLON tie break because I don't really... What do you guys think? I mean, unless seeding is absolutely necessary, I'm not really a believer in third place matches. I'll tell him best of 1, just in case you don't know. Good call, good call. I think he was listening to the stream, but never know. So, Dead Monster's had a lot of 1s showings recently. He's been very impressive. And throughout the past year, I think he's been a constant top 10 1s player in a tournament / showmatch setting. He's been very, very consistent. However, this might not be as one-sided as some of you might think it will be. ExoTiiK's been out of the 1 scene for a while, but he actually played extremely well in Fusion 1v1. He took Khaled all the way to game, I believe it was game 7 when they played. Now that was over a year ago, but still worth mentioning. Anytime somebody takes Khaled to game 7. And in qualifying for Fusion, he went undefeated in a bunch of best of 1 1v1s, and this is a best of 1 1v1. So he's done this before. He's iced the best of 1 1v1s many times, but he's not off to a great start against Dead Monster here. My goodness. Dead Monster is on one today. This is ridiculous. Absolutely on another level. Yeah, obviously you have to say Dead Monster's a favorite in this. But I wanted to let you guys know who weren't around a year ago that ExoTiiK has shown expertise in this format in the past. And he's got more of a 1s background than some of you might know. I think it's going to be close. I think Dead Monster takes it, but it's close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Dead Monster trying to grab the boost as he went over the top of ExoTiiK there. Didn't get it. ExoTiiK's faked a jump. Actually committed pretty hard for that fake jump because he was out of the game. Just briefly. It might have been a real jump that turned fake when it didn't end up working. And then Dead Monster's own goaling in reverse. Really awkwardly placed ball there. He didn't know what to do with it other than just take it back to the corner. ExoTiiK with no flip available. Just air dribbles harmlessly into Dead Monster's box. That's a 3-1. Dead Monster's warm-up paid off. Yeah, he's a player who wants to warm up before he plays. He was literally just logging on Rocket League when I asked him if he wanted to play. He said, can I get a warm-up? And yes, since he's the one who asked, he can have his warm-up, you know? Somebody else wants to go take the break first as well. We'd have to flip the coin, but no one else asked. You don't ask, you don't get. Always ask. That's for all my brothers, all my viewers who haven't asked out their crush yet. Just do it. What's the worst that could happen? She says no and you're still not dating? Well, you weren't dating in the first place. No biggie. Just ask. What's the worst that could happen? She says no in front of all your friends. The entire cafeteria is absolutely crying with laughter. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound that bad. Just go for it. Oh. ExoTiiK actually ran away with the boost there. But I definitely ask. Like, I feel like, okay, if you're now past that part of your life where you're, you know, in high school just trying to muster up the courage to ask out that girl. Yeah, Garrett did ask and he regretted it. Although, to be fair, in Garrett's situation, the girl told him to ask her out. And then when he did, she said no. So that was just pure manipulation and evil. So, bit of a weird one. But anyway, for those of you in chat who are past that part of your life, you've now moved on. You've figured all of that out. You're older now. If you could go back in time and tell yourself, well, yeah, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self what to do, type 1 if you would just say, if you would tell yourself to just ask her. Married with 2 kids, you qualify. Just type 1 if you would absolutely just say, bro, just ask her. Just do it. Do it, bro. Still a lot of 2s here. Still a lot of regret. Lingering regret. Exactly, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And that applies for ceiling shots. ExoTiiK's a believer, he just went for it even though he knew that it might not work. Oh, little double touch in defense. Followed by a fake clear so far. This is turning out exactly as I had expected. Oh, what a play by Dead Monster though. ExoTiiK's just having a fight with him right now. He's got no boost to actually shoot the ball. That's a bit awkward. Love that they just stopped playing the ball because it was too high up in the air. They just start fighting at the edge of the box. You got to survive the first rejection. Absolutely. You've got to survive and thrive the first rejection. Relationship advice, your favorite RL stream. You got to do it every now and then, you know? You got to do it so that everybody on the come up doesn't make the same mistakes that we all made, you know? Just ask, bro. Just do it. Yes, there it is, Dead Monster. You take that long shot. Okay, he kind of backed out of that one. Now ExoTiiK's gonna tie this. He shows Dead Monster what you get for half measures. Dead Monster with a real half measure shot in offense doesn't go in, obviously, and ExoTiiK dissects the defense on the counter attack. This is a good script, it is very good. So it's that shot from Dead Monster. It doesn't really threaten a goal from that distance, but it does force ExoTiiK out of position, and that secures boost and the following possession play for Dead Monster with a lot more space as well. ExoTiiK's just mind-gamed him on this challenge, and he scored as well. Look at this for ExoTiiK. He knew that he was in plain sight here. He knows Dead Monster can see him, but that's the point. The fact that Dead Monster can see him is what makes that challenge work for ExoTiiK. Because he's thinking, well, there's no way he's going to expect a challenge this stupid, so I'm going to go for it. It's brilliant defense. ExoTiiK playing so well with low boost here. Couple of kickoffs in a row now, he's done this. Dead Monster, oh, that's a slot. What a shot. I did not think he had it in him to air roll around that one, but he does, and we have got an even better script than we thought. What word in RL commentary do I think is the most overused? I don't know, I'd have to think about that. I'll come back to you, remind me after the game. Oh, what a shot, Dead Monster. Starts a bounce dribble at high speed here, and he didn't need a lot of a run up for that one. I mean, it's all about the timing for these volleys off a bounce dribble. Just taking little touches at high speed, and then rips it with a side flip. Perfect technique. 1-goal lead. ExoTiiK's read another kickoff. So Dead Monster did this to him earlier. Now he's got his own back, but looking a bit like my Grand Champ 2's teammates with that air dribble. I'm sure he could do better. But he's not going to get a chance to, because Dead Monster will win it by 1 goal. And I told you so. Dead Monster's a favourite, but not by much. Not by much. ExoTiiK's very good at ones. Played some brilliant defense in this series. This game, I should say. We only had one game. But that means Dead Monster takes it. Dead Monster with a win. Wins the tiebreak. ExoTiiK takes second. It's really good to see ExoTiiK in ones again. I really enjoyed that. I really rate his play. Very good positionally, very good mechanically. And even though he's not been as active in the one scene recently as Dead Monster, still extremely, extremely high level.